All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I have the pleasure of announcing TempestPika, who will just go by Pika for this interview of Not Yet Labeled. So does the team go by Not Yet Labeled or NYL?
Usually NYL, just because it's easier to say. When people ask who we are, I would say not yet labeled, and then start using NYL just because so much easier.
Hey, fair enough. I mean, I'm okay with NYL. It does sound kind of cool in a way. I guess like just the letters.
Mhm.
So, Pico, without giving too much away, because I don't want you to, of course, dox yourself. But where do you hail from?
I hail from Texas in the United States of
Oh,
America.
oh wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Another Tejas uh, state liver. We had a guest previously that was also living in Tejas.
Texas is just great.
Yeah, Texas is pretty cool. I was explaining to them how I have a best friend that actually lives over in Texas, in the
Ooh,
Dallas Fort Worth area.
ooh, all right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've been
That's
over
pretty
there
cool.
one time. I liked it a lot. I mean, Texas has just so much to offer.
Besides the temperature, it is great.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like in a way because I'm also from the South. I feel like
Uh,
when you live in the South, I mean, yeah, the temperature is gonna be probably the worst part. That the humidity.
Absolutely.
Well, well, well. So, could you, I guess, tell the viewers, um, do you have any, I guess, any history of playing football or watching? When I say football, of course, I mean soccer. Have you ever played football or soccer?
I actually have. When I was much younger, I would play soccer all the time. I played it in school. I eventually joined like a local little league, and my team went undefeated in that. But because I was like 9 or 10 or whatever, I didn't learn much about how to play soccer well, and I stopped playing it after COVID.
Oh, wow. Okay, interesting, interesting. So you played it, but did you ever watch it? I guess, or do you still watch it? Do you do that by chance?
I haven't watched it recently, but I have friends who are really into soccer, so I ended
Hmm.
up watching it by them watching soccer and me just being there to watch it as well.
Okay, almost vicariously through them. Is there a favorite team by chance?
I'd have to say Barcelona. I don't remember why I liked them, but I just remember them being my favorite for a few years.
Yes, Visca Barca. Yes, Knock from Silo FC. Yeah, he also enjoyed Barcelona's gameplay. I do, of course, as well. They are an amazing team. I mean, their passing and everything, the tiki taka play is insane. Of course. Do you
The-
think that influences your play style currently in rematch?
Um, Not me specifically because I'm
Hmm.
really bad at remembering things, and didn't learn too much about soccer because I didn't need to when I did play. But I know it has influenced my friends a lot, and a lot of our callouts and positioning comes from their experiences with soccer. So technically, I guess, but not personally.
Yeah, I understand that. Myself, I played it, of course, also when I was younger. I still watch it to this day, even though I don't really play it really at all anymore. But I feel like bringing that IQ with me into rematch has certainly helped.
I would agree.
Does the without giving too much away, of course, for towards the opposition, but does your team, I guess, have a specific style to them?
Um, I guess I would say so. We're still kind of experimenting with who we're playing. We just tried someone out, and we think he'd be a great addition to the team. So we're gonna see how he plays. But I'm not gonna say how we play on here. But we do have a specific way that we've been trying. It's been working fairly well.
Yeah, smart. Of course, smart to keep that to yourself, but that is exciting. Uh, you said you tried out a new player. Would you care to drop their name?
We just tried out Grizzles because we found out he
Oh,
got released from Finesse, and so I shot him a message asking if he'd like to try out. He said sure, and he did pretty well. So we'll see. We'll see if he accepts our tryout.
wow. Yeah, that would be quite the signing right there. Wow. That's pretty. That's pretty big. That's hey, you guys heard it here first. All right. When this all comes out, when the tournament begins, this interview is probably what knew of Grizzly making his move first. Well, no, that's
We
really
don't know if
cool.
he's coming to us, by the way. We want to say he is
Oh,
trying out for a different team
oh.
tomorrow, but he
Would you
just tried out for us, and we'd be happy to take him on.
would you happen to know the name of the other team?
I would, but I'm not gonna dox him like that. I'll keep him
Okay. Yeah.
anonymous.
Respect. 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 I mean, I guess right. If he doesn't choose you guys, I guess we'll find out one way or another.
You'll find out, and if he does choose us, you don't know who he tried out for, unless he. I think he is planning on
Hmm.
saying who it is publicly, but I'll let him do it.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Never. I was gonna ask a question, but we will leave it. We will leave it up to mystery. I guess. I think that is the best option. So you tried out Grizzly. Was that today?
I was today. That was earlier in our scrims that we played.
Okay, interesting. Who did you guys scrim?
At 9 p.m. we scrimmed against Crownless, which
Mm,
is a top 16 team. I think still is. They play really well.
yes.
Uh, and then later at 10:30 we played against Shadow FC, which is a top five. But they were trying out their backup keeper, so I can't say too much about it. But we did beat both in a best of five, and I'm really happy with how our team performed.
Yeah, no, that is the type of results you want to get against two top teams for sure. I guess that's also what makes this tournament so exciting, right? There started off from when I had joined the promotion, which was about 2 days ago, right? There were 13 teams. Now it's expanded to 27.
Oh
Which
wow!
wow, yes, wow, and these aren't nobody teams. These are some heavy hitters out there that have joined in. Of course, Voidbound, everyone knows them, but
Hmm.
F5 Penguins have now entered the chat, and of course, we know how that turned out in that big final, that major final that had gone down. What was it last weekend? I believe
I
at this
believe
point.
so. It was the
Yeah,
12th.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it was the 12th, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
So
10 days ago.
that was huge. That was a big win there for F5. Of course, congrats to them. But Voidbound, the next tournament they entered, not the Aura Farm one, but the what was it? The Rematch Federation Launch Cup. They went all the way there to the final and won that one over
They did, yeah.
Skull Seven. That one was pretty impressive. They looked the favorite in this tournament for sure. But they will have to get through the likes of teams like the Avengers, Parlay Ego Kings, Parlay Atletico Club, Big Boys FC, who of course they've been around. Lockdown FC, they're in this. Decimate Gaming, the pro green team, they're pretty
Definitely.
good. Yeah, they're pretty good too. Let's see, and then Arden's in this. Manshine City FC. I mean, and I think there's still some more teams left to join. We might still be
Of
getting.
course.
I think, and I don't know this. I can't confirm yet, but I know there were talks with teams like Verita FC, Skull Seven FC, which again, those are some big names. Tiki Taka FC were also, I think, spoken with. Savages FC. I mean, the list can kind of almost go on and on. I won't name the credible source that knows of this, outreach, so to say,
Of
but
course.
it has been made. So we may still see some really strong teams who finish top 16 still show up in this tournament.
I can't wait.
It would be very exciting. Speaking of teams with your club, could you tell me, I guess, a bit of the history? How long have you guys been around for?
we it's been a while. The owner of the club actually used to be a Rainbow Six Siege club owner by the
Oh,
same name, and after a few years after that, this game came out, and they decided to make a club. I think it was originally called Rematch and Friends back in the beta, our server name, but then they decided to try to make a club. And I joined, I want to say, close to 5 days after the game came out, and now I'm the manager for their club, and I think we are doing pretty good for ourselves.
yeah, no, that is awesome. The owner was smart to try to jump into this as early as possible. I feel like you really have to be there, in the beginning to really establish your name and your dominance to really make your presence felt. So
Especially because most of the top teams right now establish
mhm.
themselves in the betas.
Yes,
So,
that's true, and they're running strong still.
hmm
But I mean, I'm hoping to, of course, see some potential upsets after speaking with some of the previous teams like Radiant and Legion and Silo FC, and I guess, even say the Parlay Atletico club. Even which they're a sister club, of course, of Parlay Ego Kings. So I don't know how I guess they fit into this part of the equation, right? But for Silo FC, Legion, and Radiant for sure, those clubs are. I mean, I would say most people probably haven't heard of them. Would that be correct?
the three people you've interviewed, definitely not, but I have heard of Peck and Pack a few
Yes, yeah.
times.
Of course, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe I should have made it more clear. Yeah, we've all, of course, heard of Parlay Ego Kings, and for me myself, the Parlay Atletico Club is a bit more new. But when they told me that they are the sister club of PEK, uh, I already knew. Okay, well, the quality's going to be there, just like PEK, of course. But these other clubs,
Yeah,
Silo and Legion and Radiant, they're gonna try to make their names in this tournament for
yeah.
sure.
And as a wise man once said, we're gonna let the gameplay speak for itself.
Yes. That's been my message all night. Funny enough, uh, you
Hmm
know, I've been telling everyone, like whatever you tell me, that you believe, I believe it too. Because until I see otherwise, I'm not just gonna go out there on a limb and say, well, I've never heard of you. You're out. You're not gonna make it because I don't know that. Some of these teams I haven't seen play yet. I haven't had the pleasure, so I'm not gonna count anyone out of this tournament. Of course, it's not over until the fat lady sings and we have a crowned victor.
Not over till it's over.
Exactly. Exactly. So you scrimmed Crownless and you scrimmed Shadow FC tonight. Both top clubs. However, would you say that your club has a rival as of yet?
Um, I'd say it might be like an only me thing, but we've scrimmed Crownless 3 times now, and we've played them in a local league as well. So I'd say it would be Crownless, but that might only be me, and like might be not followed up by my team or by Crownless. I wouldn't know.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, that's a fair point. I guess because we're still so young in this starting of the history that I guess rivalries really haven't been drawn just yet. We have plenty of time to see these things develop and the storylines develop along with them.
I will say as well, I have read into Polly a few times, and I do enjoy his nickname for us that we have now because of how many times we've ran into him in ranked.
What is the nickname?
He likes to call us the New York Lickers. And I
that
find it hilarious every time he does. So that might be a rivalry, I don't know, but it's all fun.
that is hilarious, honestly. And you're talking about Polly Walnuts, correct?
Yep, from F5.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I only asked because, and I assume so, but Legion themselves also have a Polly named player. But yeah, no,
Do they now?
that's yeah, they do. Yes, he is their
Ooh,
striker. One to watch, from what I've been told. Which we will get into that in this interview later, of course. But yeah,
alright.
it's exciting though, right?
It is. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, same as well. So you scrimmed tonight, tried out Grizzlies. Uh, Speaking of scrims, we are on my Twitch channel, and I've had the pleasure of hosting several high profile scrims on my channel that are currently VODs right now. So,
Ooh.
if you happen to want to get a peek at some of the competition, you could check out the VODs on my channel, and you may come across a couple of teams that you will recognize that are in this tournament.
I'm not entirely sure if I'd like to do that. Like, I might tell a few of my players if they'd really like to, they can, but it's not. Well, this would be wrong for me to say it's not my type to look at how other teams play, but I'm busy enough as it is, organizing scrims and our main team to play to look over VODs of the teams. I'm also just
Yeah,
not great at analyzing rematch gameplay, so it'd probably be left to the job of someone else other than me.
no, that's a totally fair statement to make. Some teams have, of course, their designated VOD reviewer, who's, I guess, tactically inclined and can watch these things and, I guess, point out some of the mishaps of the enemy team. But I do make this a little fact known to all teams that are represented in the VODs. So every team does know that they can go, of course, and check these things out and kind of get a beat on the other team if that even does help. Like you said, I mean, you just never know, right? The meta is always evolving, and teams can always just switch it up on a dime.
I would like to ask, with approval of my captain, which I will ask after this, but would you be interested at all of streaming any of our scrims? Because we do have a few coming up this Thursday before the PRA tournament.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, of course, yeah, that is totally cool with me. I should have a decently open schedule. I do have more interviews I need to conduct leading up to
Of
our
course.
Friday. Yeah, Big Bang. Um, Polly Walnuts is so graciously giving me the go ahead for an interview, but I'll probably get to him probably tomorrow at some point. Tomorrow, we didn't get a for sure time. There's a few other ones that also are going to be tomorrow. Um, but I will definitely try to carve some time out though to cast that, of course.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, my role that I was brought into for this for the Discord, I guess for the org, I should say, really, I am the caster. I don't think I'm the sole caster, but I do know that I will be casting games come this Friday. So this is really my
Looking
chance
forward to
to,
it.
yeah, right. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna bring the energy. I am. I'm gonna be screaming my head off. So when you go to rewatch these, they should be made of VODs, I'm sure. But when you go to rewatch this, yeah, be ready. I'm gonna be trying to bring. I'm gonna try to bring the hype, of course. I'm going to try my best.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too hard. I have a feeling, you guys, all the teams are gonna be electric out there.
We will. We will.
So speaking of electricity, being that part of a sound you hear when you're, chilling out in the free play area. Are there any favorite maps or stadiums that you guys have that we will probably see if you guys are the
Oh
home team?
boy. I got a favorite and I got a hated one. I hate so much. My favorite two have gotta be the windmill one and the
Yes,
juggle one because they keep
yes,
the green field and it just looks normal with a nice aesthetic. I despise the sand one so much.
yes.
It's too bright. It's too orange. It's too much. I hate it so much.
It's funny that you say that because I think out of all the interviews, I've all the interviewees I've asked that question to, the common consensus is that the desert map is probably just the worst map just because of how bright it is. I mean, it's so bright and it's so saturated. It's stale. It's like one
I'm
color.
trying to play the game and I'm getting blinded by looking around.
Yeah.
It's Dude, I'm used to looking up at the sun in games and being blinded. I look anywhere and everything is the sun. So
Yes. Yeah, somebody said that they like to wear shades when they play. I don't know if they're hyperbolizing or not, but that was pretty funny.
I might try it. Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, yeah. I think I made a joke about just turning the brightness down on my monitor when that map comes up.
It's just too bright.
Yeah, it is. It could use some for sure tweaks, maybe a little color. Someone said maybe throw a an oasis in there, maybe in the background. Maybe some pyramids or sphinx. Make it a little more interesting.
Exactly.
So for the org, you are the manager, but I also see that you're a sub, correct?
That is correct. I am a sub.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, okay. So I guess would it be too early to call if you will be playing yourself in this tournament?
Um, honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Not only because I am a sub for the team. At this point, I'm subbing in for any role that needs to be filled. I have played striker, I played defender, and I've played goalie most often because that's our most scarce role. But I also have a friend's birthday also on the 25th. So I'm not entirely sure if we are doing something on the 25th for that. But if we are, it would happen at the same time as the tournament, so I would not be there.
Darn, but I certainly commend you for, you know, tending to IRL things like that because that is more important for sure.
I would agree.
So you're not going to, I guess, so you're not going to be playing. I do have a question, and it's sort of a loaded question. And since you're not the one playing, this does eliminate one out of the five options. But I guess as the org manager, you are able to oversee all of your players, all of your starting five. Would you be able
Mhm.
to pick one of those players that you think would be should be highlighted, I guess, that should the audience should keep an eye on because they may do something very special out there. And you don't have to really pick just one. I just like to try to narrow it down. You can pick however many you want, and for their qualities that they present for the team. But if you had to pick either someone you think is a superstar or will be a rising star, who would that be? Or whom?
So here's the thing, right? I know exactly who I would say because they've contributed so much to the team. They are basically the backbone of it at this point, and they are just really good at playing. But I don't think I'm going to name them because this is going to be posted live. So I wouldn't exactly want my competition to know that they should look out for this person.
Okay,
But
okay.
I do believe that they are extremely good, uh, and probably will be one of the major reasons that we win this tournament if we do.
Okay, yeah, no, I totally respect that. You got to keep it a surprise. You want to hit them with the big bang when they least expect it, of course. So, no, hey, that answer is totally fine with me. I'm just currently making a note of that just for later on, just because when we watch this stuff, I just want to see it, I guess, unfold in front of my face, maybe later, because so as the caster, right, what they want to do for this tournament is after the games, they want to have a player interview. And of course, depending on if you lose or win, it really doesn't matter. I think they're still going to do an interview, one player per team, which I guess you won't be there for it, unfortunately.
Most likely not.
Hmm. Because of
I
course,
will
my,
say
huh.
I'm highlighting this mystery player. People on my team might know who I would say.
Hmm.
He's not the only good player on our team.
Okay.
I am highlighting him, but I do think our other people working together are really good as well.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't
No.
want to
Fair enough.
downplay them by trying to raise up one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was kind of trying to quote unquote whispering to you that
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to highlight every one of them, you think every one of them special, just keep an eye on everyone. You can totally say that. Uh,
I mean, there might be one or two that I'm hesitant to highlight, but it is what it is.
no, of course, yeah, no. Again, knock for Silo FC. He said, he gave me a couple players to watch, but he said essentially the whole team because of the style of play that they use. That the whole team is you just want to watch everyone because everyone's gonna try to do something special for the sake of winning.
Of course.
Which yeah, I get that. I don't fault anyone. It's a good answer. Hey, I mean, if you're proud of the whole team, I mean that's awesome.
Exactly.
So, coming off of that, would you say that you have any stress, I guess, being the org manager? Is there anything difficult that comes with that position that you've had to face?
I'd say definitely the most difficult part is getting everyone's schedules together for when I'm trying to do things because I have a few people who work night shifts, I have people who don't work, and so I have to make sure I'm not overloading everyone with scrims while also getting everyone the scrims that we need to improve.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I've when I tried my hand previously at joining a team and all, I did notice also that trying to get everyone together, of course, is just it can be daunting. Everyone has such different lives. At this point, I guess some people, like you said, aren't employed. Some people work night shift. Some people work day shift. It's so hard to get that kind of balance right.
Yeah. I will say, as the manager, I have been tending to our A team a lot more than our B team, and I feel kind of bad about it. So I'm trying to work with our B team more than I have previously, but I am kind of leaning toward working with A team more since I am a sub for them and I talk to them much more than I do the B team.
Okay, yeah, no, that's understandable. Maybe there's a leader that can maybe present themselves and really step up if they haven't, I guess, and help to lead B team, and maybe someone from A team can also, other than yourself, of course, since you're busy with a
My
lot of other things. Hopefully they can all
right.
just kind of work together.
My BT captain has been doing some good work though. I do want to commend him. He's been running the B team basically the whole time. He's been doing a great job. I just feel guilty. I'm just kind of leaving him to dry because I've been helping my A team captain a lot in terms of doing things, and I've just kind of left my B team captain to handle everything.
Well, I'm sure they're up to the responsibility, and I'm sure they probably exude just as much of a want to win and a competitive nature as you have yourself in this interview.
Yeah,
So I'm sure they're in good
absolutely.
hands, of course. Yeah, I'm sure they're in good hands. How many hours do you have in this game, do you think? Or do you
Oh,
know?
that's I love that question.
Oh,
Oh, I have 236 and a
wow.
half.
Wow, wow, wow.
I've played this game so much and I'm still not top 5 player on Union.
Huh. No, that's crazy. That's a lot of hours considering this game is about a month old now at this point.
Oh, I played this. I got this 3 days early. I played this so
Yes.
much. I've been no lifing this game so much. It's actually great.
Yeah, when I played the beta, I unfortunately I only got in on the second beta, which I think is also kind of fortunate, right? Because if I would have played the first beta, I think I would have had to become an addict of another substance, possibly, because this game was, addict like, addiction like, where I just kept wanting to play it. So when I played it on the second beta, I was like, oh my God, this is so much fun. And then it went away. And then for a couple weeks there, I was left itching, just scratching, just I needed my fix. I needed my fix so bad of rematch. So
That's
yeah.
exactly how I felt as well. Me and my friends got access to the last beta they did before the game came out.
Mm-hmm.
So we played it for like 2 days. It ended. We found out it was a beta. And for three
Oh.
weeks, I know my friend was feeding for it so much. He was posting in our Discord, like, oh my god, I can't wait these 2 weeks. It's going to be too long. It
Yeah,
was great.
yeah, I found myself scouring the subreddit, to try to get a bit of a fix there for my addiction of rematch because it was so much fun. I did what you did. I did buy I guess is it the elite, the $50 one? Yeah, I gave Slow
Uh,
Clap my
50
money.
or 40 works.
Okay, yeah, no, I wanted to show my support, so I had that extra 10 ready from the 40. And I was like, you know what, I can do 50 for this game. Like, I know I'm going to get my time out of it. You know, I,
Mm-hmm.
I believe in the developer Slow Clap. I had bought their game Sifu. That game was a lot of fun.
I didn't play it, but they did well in this game, so
Oh yeah, I mean, if you like martial arts style games, sequence type stuff. Like I think you would like Sifu. It's a blast.
I might check it out. I do know it's was well rated. I might.
And I believe it goes on a mighty discount. So I guess wait for that.
I'll see. Also, I do want to say a bit off topic, but
Yeah.
also about rematch. One of the achievements that I have done and the game refused to give me is to deliver an assist as a goalkeeper. I have done that not only 4 times in casual, but I've done that in ranked. And I've even gotten a goal as a goalkeeper.
Oh my
And I
god.
still do not have this achievement. And it's been annoying me for all 200 hours of me playing. Because I should have 100% by now. I should have hit it
Oh.
on like day 4 of this game coming out. From like the 16th when it was early, I should have had it all by the 20th and I haven't had it yet, and I'm so mad.
Yeah,
That's a bit off
that
topic.
no, 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 no. I'm glad you. Yeah, that is infuriating. I should have also had that, post to post achievement unlocked at this point, and I also don't have it. I mean, it's some kind of glitch. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, it's the only one I don't have besides the
Ooh.
100% one, and it's been annoying me so much. It's just sitting there teasing me every time I look at the game.
Well, let's hope when the next big update comes out, and I'm thinking it's what 5 more weeks now from now. I think right. It's
Maybe
September.
about
I think it's like early September if I remember correctly.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, when that update comes out, hopefully they bring a lot of bug fixes, including that one.
They better.
Because yeah, I want to enjoy this game at its best, of course. I keep coming back to the same argument. Like, yeah, we'll have these crazy glitches or the netcode errors, and I keep saying, well, let's wait for land. Let's wait for land. But I really am hoping that they've ironed that out before we get to land.
I would agree.
Well, well, well. I believe this interview is coming to a close, Pika. I certainly
Right.
appreciate you being here. I will be giving you the mic so that you can have some final words for either your future fans, your team, maybe even your opposition that you'll be facing. You can say to whoever you want, you can say to all three if you want, but the mic is yours and it starts right now.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say, Rematch has been a great opportunity for me. I've always enjoyed networking, talking to people, fighting new people. And so when on like day 2 or 3 this game out came out, and I checked Drip Gravy's stream and I saw he was in the PRA and I joined that, and that opened the whole competitive world for me. It was just amazing. I've messaged so many teams. I've gotten together so many scrims. I've basically quadrupled my Steam friends list, friending people from Rematch. It's just been a great time for me personally. I'd like to give this out to my team as well. My org owner has been handling the team pretty much by himself the whole time. I have come in as manager to help get scrims together for our team, help configure our team. But he's been doing a lot of the background stuff. He's been uh, he's been doing tryouts. He's been getting finding people. He's also been helping with scrims. And I feel like I don't. I we like to kind of shit on him sometimes as banter, but he really does do a lot for the team. I want to give my what is it handout to him, whatever that saying is, and also to the rest of our team for being unemployed and treating Rematch like a job. That is always great, especially for my employed teammates who spend a lot of their free time playing Rematch with us. And for our enemies, for just generally being respectful when it comes to interacting with us and playing against us, having difficulties connecting to the game because sometimes the servers are kind of bad. Everyone that we've played against in ranked or in scrims or just kind of came across whenever has been friendly and cordial. Even if we do have some banter between them, it's all friendly. It's truly a great community with a great game. I've grinded the hell out of this game, and I'm still not exactly the greatest at it. But I'm kind of fine with that because I have a lot of fun playing with my friends, with my team. So yeah, it's really all I have to say. Thank you for having this interview with me. It's been nice. Yeah,
No, yeah, well said. I do love the reach that video games, I guess just video games, but sports in general or just interests like so can help bind people together from different walks of life from around the country or even around the world. It's amazing. Kudos to your manager, to the league owner, I should say, or the team owner. I'm sorry, the team owner. For stringing all you guys together, making it work. I'm sure you guys are going to go far in this tournament. Hell, you could even win it all. And that would be amazing. I would love to see that story develop. But
I
thank
will
you.
say there is one more thing I wanted to say
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
ahead. Go
Sorry to
ahead,
cut you
please.
off,
No,
but
yeah, no.
there are some people who are not exactly the friendliest in the community. There's a certain team with a red logo that has been around since the beta that hasn't been the friendliest with people that they interact with. And rumor has it they've disbanded, but I guess that's what being unfriendly with everyone does to you.
Hmm.
But thank you for everyone else who has been cordial and friendly like normal human beings. That's all I have to say.
No, yeah, of
You
course.
might be able to infer who I'm talking about by my
I
description, but
I think I know. I think I actually saw something posted somewhere in a Discord for tryouts. I'll have to confirm with you later, off the record, of course. But
off record.
yes, off the record, of course. No, but I definitely appreciate you taking your time to have this interview with me and to highlight your team and even saying good words about the opposition because yes, in this game, most of them are very respectful. I haven't come across anyone in rematch, that is on a federated team that has been bad to me. Everyone's been very cool,
Hmm.
and I love that. I respect that, and I think that is what will help push this game into greater heights than where it's already at.
And because despite like the games we play, the banter we have, we're all human. Like we don't gotta treat each other like we aren't. It's not really that hard to be nice.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it doesn't cost you anything to be friendly or be nice or anything like that. It will definitely cost your humanity and your reputation if you act out on those things, for sure.
I'd
But
agree.
again, I want to thank you for the interview, for sitting down with me and having this thoughtful discussion and giving some insight into yourself and the org. Uh, it's awesome to just to hear from you and the ones I've interviewed before, just so you guys aren't just you know pixels on a screen. Now I can actually attach a name or a personality to your teams, and that goes a long way for myself and for the viewers. So that's awesome.
Works.
All right, Pika, I'm not going to keep you much longer. I'm sure you have some very important things to get back to, like preparing for the tournament this Friday.
As
I
it should.
do. I want to wish you the best of luck in the tournament, and I hope to see you go far.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, of course. You have a good night.